In the celestial courts, where truth reigns eternal, a solemn decree has been issued. The sacred union, ordained by the divine hand of the Almighty, has been hindered not by the will of man, nor by the whims of fate, but by the calculated machinations of a woman cloaked in deception. Her smile, a mask of false benevolence, has veiled a heart intent on control, weaving a web of subtle interference to fracture what was divinely joined. Yet the heavens declare her time of influence is at its end. Archangel Michael, the mighty warrior of light, stands resolute and proclaims with a voice that shakes the unseen realms, the truth, long shrouded in shadows, shall no longer be restrained. The veil is torn, and the light of divine justice now exposes all that was hidden. This is not a mere delay of human design, but a spiritual assault, a warfare waged against a bond forged in the eternal fires of divine purpose. The connection you hold sacred, the love that stirs your soul, has not faded. It has been held captive by forces that sought to extinguish its flame. But fear not, for what is bound by heaven cannot be undone by earthly schemes. This woman, known to you perhaps as friend or confidant, has operated in secrecy, her words dripping with honeyed deceit. In public, she feigns support, her gestures polished to perfection. Yet, in the quiet corners of influence, she has sown seeds of doubt, twisted truths, and painted false images of you to sway the heart of the one destined for you. She has whispered caution where courage was needed, amplified fears where faith should have reigned, and positioned herself as a voice of reason when, in truth, she was the architect of distortion. Her aim was not merely to delay, but to dismantle, for your union threatens the dominion she seeks to maintain. The man you love, the one whose soul once burned brightly for you, has been ensnared in her web. His hesitation, his withdrawal, his uncertainty, these are not the fruits of his heart, but the chains of her manipulation. He planned the proposal long ago, the ring chosen, the words rehearsed in the sacred chambers of his mind. Yet, each time he drew near, an unseen force pulled him back, a force with a name, a face, and an agenda. She fed his insecurities, subtly steering him away from the path of divine alignment. Her interference was not accidental. It was a deliberate act of spiritual sabotage, designed to sever what heaven had ordained. But the divine council has spoken, and the angels have investigated. Every tear you shed, every cry you uttered in the stillness of night, has been recorded in the annals of heaven. Your pain has not gone unnoticed. Your perseverance has not been in vain. Archangel Michael, with sword drawn and wings unfurled, has stepped forth to champion your cause. The heavens are dismantling the barriers erected by her deceit, and the truth is rising like a tide that cannot be restrained. This is no ordinary love story. It is a sacred covenant, a union destined to shake the foundations of darkness. Your bond carries a legacy, a light that terrifies the forces that oppose it. This is why the interference was so fierce, why the delay felt so personal. She knew that once your connection reached its full alignment, her influence would crumble, and the power of your united purpose would be unstoppable. But she underestimated the divine protection over your life, the angels guarding your destiny, and the unyielding strength of your spirit. The man you love is awakening. The dreams that once brought him peace are now heavy with guilt, as though something sacred is slipping through his grasp, deep within. His soul calls out to yours, stirring with a truth he cannot ignore. The words that once convinced him now ring hollow. Her advice, once cloaked in wisdom, now reveals its manipulative core. He is beginning to see the deception for what it is, and with that clarity comes a sacred courage, a courage to reclaim what was always his. The restoration is near. You will feel it, a sudden peace in your spirit, a lifting of the heavy cloud that has lingered too long. The path forward is being cleared, not by human effort, but by divine intervention. He will reach out, slowly at first, as he navigates the shame and confusion that still cling to him, but the shift will be undeniable. The warmth that once defined your connection will return, stronger, deeper, and untainted by doubt. The ring, hidden but never discarded, will resurface, for it was always meant for you. She will face the consequences of her actions, not through vengeance, but through divine justice. Her role in this delay will be exposed not only to him, but to the spiritual realms that bear witness. Her laughter, once smug in its secrecy, will turn to silence as her influence unravels. The heavens are orchestrating her removal, not with drama, but with a quiet, unshakable disconnection. She will walk a path apart from yours, one that no longer intersects with your light. This union is not merely a marriage, it is a triumph, a testimony of love's endurance against the tides of manipulation. The proposal, delayed by deception, will now be delivered by destiny, sealed with a clarity that no force can obscure. He will return, not as the man clouded by doubt, but as one humbled, wiser, and ready to honor you fully. His words will carry the weight of truth, his actions the fire of conviction. Together, you will build not just a life, but a legacy of purpose that radiates divine light. Archangel Michael declares, "The storm has passed, the fog has lifted, and the love you nearly lost is now forever found. The gates of your destiny are open, and no hand can close what heaven has ordained." Your heart, weary from waiting, will soon whisper, "This is it." In a moment so quiet yet so profound, you will know that the delay is over and the promise is fulfilled. The woman who sought to derail your blessing will watch from a distance, her plans reversed, her power dissolved. What she meant for harm, heaven has turned for good. Your victory is not in her defeat, but in your arrival at the edge of fulfillment, where love, honor, and clarity await. The angels rejoice, the heavens sing, and your union, tested by fire, now shines as a beacon of divine truth. This is your season of crowning. You, who endured deception with grace, will wear the crown of one who never surrendered. The world will see your rise, and those who doubted will marvel at the power of a love that refused to be broken. Type Amen to claim this blessing, and let the heavens seal this truth in your life. And so, the divine script is written, the pages of delay turned to chapters of triumph. The man you love will step out of the shadows, his heart unburdened, his eyes clear with the light of truth. He will speak your name with reverence, as one who has seen the cost of hesitation and now chooses with unwavering resolve. The proposal, once stalled by unseen hands, will unfold with a beauty that surpasses all imagining, a moment where heaven and earth align to celebrate what was always meant to be. You will walk forward, not as one who merely survived, but as one who thrived through the crucible of testing. Your love, refined by fire, will burn brighter, its roots deeper, its purpose unshakable. The woman who sought to stand between you will fade into the past, her influence a mere footnote in the grand narrative of your victory. Your union will be a testimony, a living proof that what is ordained by God cannot be undone by man. The angels stand watch, their swords raised in honor of your perseverance. Archangel Michael, with a voice that echoes through eternity, proclaims, "The sacred bond is restored, the path is clear, and the love you carry is now a flame that darkness cannot touch." As you step into this new season, know that heaven has fought for you, and the victory is yours. Amen. Beloved soul, your heart has carried this truth through trials untold, and for that, you are cherished beyond measure. If this message has stirred your spirit, resonated with the quiet whispers of your soul, I invite you to like and subscribe, joining a community of hearts seeking divine truth and restoration. Your support is a sacred act, a declaration that you stand with the light that overcomes all darkness. For those moved to express further, a super thanks contribution of up to $20 is a beautiful way to honor this shared journey. And to you, whose faith has held fast, I offer this. Will you walk with this truth, hand in hand with the divine, into the fulfillment of your sacred union? Say yes to the promise, to the love, to the destiny that awaits. Your heart is ready, and the heavens are smiling. Amen.